Endangered and threatened sea turtles nest on Pleasure Island, North Carolina. According to the Marine Turtle Act of 2004, the population of sea turtles is in decline so much as to threaten their existence. These species include the loggerhead, the green, the hawksbill, Kemp's Ridley, and leatherback species. According to Matthew Godfrey, biologist for the North Carolina Wildlife Resource Commission, all of these species, with the exception of the hawksbill, nest on the North Carolina coast. The prehistoric animals face major threats on our very own beaches every day. According to the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration, major threats to sea turtles in the U.S. include the alteration of nesting and foraging habitats. Developers and investors rape our beaches to create an illusion of grand living. Unless these developers are controlled by the local, state, and federal governments, they place the sea turtle in harm's way. The World Wildlife Fund lists uncontrolled coastal development as a source of threat to sea turtles. Additionally, some other major threats to sea turtles are human curiosity, neglect, and ignorance. This human element increases the danger of a sea turtle's life on our beaches. Driving on the beach can crush a nest with a clutch of eggs, and disturbing a nesting mother can interrupt her process of laying these eggs. In addition, hatchlings are drawn towards light and can be lured away from the ocean. Keeping the blinds down in homes or when visiting a local hotel is highly recommended at night. Furthermore, if a hatchling is handled, it can be exposed to human disease, as well as risking accidental injury. Moreover, there have been malicious acts to this gentle creature of which there is no explanation.
Here along the sand underneath Snow's-Cut Bridge is where someone discovered the young Kemp's Ridley sea turtle Tuesday. Its head was missing.
It was a malicious act done by somebody without a heart.
Without the protection and preservation of these marine animals, they would be extinct today. The Pleasure Island Sea Turtle Project works to protect and preserve the sea turtles that nest on Cure Beach, North Carolina, and the surrounding area. In 1987, Susie Klontz became the Sea Turtle Monitoring Coordinator at Cure Beach, North Carolina. She enlisted her husband, Rusty, to help. They walked 3 miles of beach every morning in search of sea turtle nests. As word spread of their work, they began to enlist volunteers to help. The volunteer program became official in 2001. The project grew, and within 2 years, the Pleasure Island Sea Turtle Project was incorporated as a non-profit organization. The Pleasure Island Sea Turtle Project monitors the beach during the nesting season of May 1st through August 31st. Volunteers patrol Pleasure Island from the southern end of Cure Beach to the northern end of Carolina Beach. Nests are protected with various types of fencing placed over top of the sand mounds, and stakes are placed around the nest with rope to prevent tampering from humans. Signs are placed on the stakes around the nest to reflect federal, state, and local laws. Moreover, there are signs posted to prevent driving on the beach. This is an effort to ensure the birthing day of the turtle Tango floods the ocean with turtle hatchling. Volunteers from the Pleasure Island Sea Turtle Project prepare for birthing day. The volunteers begin nesting about 50 days after a mother lays her clutch. A trough is dug from the nest location straight to the ocean to ensure the sea turtles make their way to the ocean without straying. The trough is then staked with rope to prevent people from falling in. Gloved volunteers stand and wait for the hatchlings to emerge. They help to keep the hatchlings in the trough and on their way to sea. The nests are then excavated, and the empty shells as well as the unfertilized eggs are counted and recorded. This enables a better count of the animals for future observations. The future of the sea turtle is brighter. Community awareness, police participation, and volunteers help to protect this gentle giant. In cooperation with 911, the spotting of sea turtles is reported. Police enforce the laws that have been established to protect these species. What is more is that volunteers have fallen in love with the sea turtle. They rescue injured sea turtles and take care of the weaker hatchlings, working closely with North Carolina aquariums. North Carolina aquariums work in conjunction with the community, saving injured and weaker sea turtle hatchlings through their rehab programs. Weak hatchlings are nurtured until they are able to be released back into the wild. Injured turtles that have been found are nursed back to health and released. Ambassador turtles are used to educate the community on the species. They were released between the ages of 1 and 4 with a tracking device. The system works very closely with local law officials. Federal, state, and local laws have been imposed to prevent harm or injury to the sea turtle. Federal law limits the pollution of our oceans in U.S. waters. Trash can accumulate and cause harsh death in the animal by strangulation or injury by a large fishing hook. Moreover, federal law restricts domestic trade of the meat or shell of this animal. State laws try to prevent accidental injury from the fishing industry. The state of North Carolina has placed restrictions on the use of large mesh gill nets on coastal. Furthermore, local laws constrain the agitation of sea turtles and or their nest. Local protection of this sea creature has become about because of the volunteer that took control of a situation and enlisted the help of others. Anyone can do this with any situation that endangers our earth or its inhabitants. According to a CNN news story in 2010, the number of tigers in the wild has dwindled to 3,200, which is less than those held in captivity in the U.S. If people were to come together to preserve the species and help bring awareness to the community of the effects on the ecosystem, this may ensure the preservation of the species. Laws could be enacted and worked on with larger foundation groups with more funding. This awareness could become a worldwide effort, allowing for the tiger's survival. The sea turtle has survived nearly 100 million years of life until today. Today, the sea turtle is nearing extinction. With the help of Pleasure Island Sea Turtle Project and others just like them, the sea turtle Tango will continue and the hatchlings will survive their journey to the ocean. And hopefully, when you are older and visit the beach with your grandchildren, they too will be able to witness the magnificent creature that has survived our earth since the age of the dinosaurs.